What is up, everybody? My name is Nick Green.
And I am Cannon Gates.
And we are back again with Grounded in Greenville on WZMB 91.3 FM Greenville. And it is time for In the Pit, where we talk about Pitt County news. All right, y'all, I'll go ahead and get us started here with North Pitt High School Women's Wrestling is the first ever Pitt County wrestling champions since the sport had become sanctionized. The girls were competing against the guys every single day until women's wrestling was announced this past winter that it would be a thing. These girls were determined to wrestle by any means necessary, wrestling against the guys until this became a thing. The team received many benefits for advancing to regionals, including new singlets, uniforms, and headgear. So congrats to these ladies from North Pitt High School to advancing to the regionals for the first. This is incredible stuff for her.
Very big congrats to them. And, I mean, a women's wrestling is not a common thing. So the fact these girls are able to step out there and be able to compete and advance the regionals, that's a very impressive thing.
Well, what I was reading is they were wrestling against the guys until this became a thing. Like, they were wrestling regardless if this was a men's or women's sport. They were wrestling against the guys until they're like, all right, we'll give you a women's wrestling sport. And that's when they finally were like, okay, now we're going to go win Pitt County.
Yeah.
And so now they're advancing the regionals here.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Congrats to them. I mean, that's an impressive feat to be able to advance the regionals. Especially a new sport. These girls, I know that you said they have been wrestling the guys, but more than likely, most of them had probably no prior experience to wrestling before they started wrestling the guys. Now, there might have been one or two who did AAU girls wrestling type of stuff or something along those lines, national, whatever. But most of those girls probably did not wrestle before they started wrestling against the guys.
Absolutely.
And waiting to get announced for the season.
Absolutely.
And I guess I'll go to my story.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hear your story.
Okay, well, a decade after its founding, Aces for Autism, on Tuesday, they celebrated the opening of a multi-million-dollar campus to serve students with autism. Hundreds of people, including local government officials, business and nonprofit leaders, and families of children with autism, turned out for a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the Ron and Rose Bowen Family Autism Campus in Winterville. The address for the $15 million, 1,144 square foot facility is 700 Samuel Robinson Way in honor of the son of founders Bobby and Kyle Robinson. It is not only symbolic of Samuel's journey since being diagnosed with autism at age 18 months, but also of a pathway of hope Aces for Autism aims to provide for others. This clinic just has done great things for multiple people. It says in the article and just says everywhere. This has been a great thing. I know that at one point, I believe it was during October, Tim Tebow came to speak for Ace for Autism. I think me and you might have talked about that at some point.
Actually.
Yeah. And I can't remember exactly where it was at. It might have been the Greenville Convention Center is where they had it at. But this has been a great thing. Samuel now is 12. He's doing much better with his autism. I know a lot of people with parents that had children with autism be able to take them there, be able to learn as the parents and as the children themselves as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, no, a great thing that they do. Bobby and Kyle, I'm very proud of them here at WZMB for what they're able to do for the autism spectrum, for people on the autism spectrum, and just it's a great thing.
Absolutely. I think this is something we can all agree with. I think that's an amazing thing that we're able to have that here in Greenville. And I mean, I couldn't agree more. I think that's absolutely incredible that we're able to have that. I think it's very necessary. I was going to say necessity, but like a mixture of necessity and necessary.
Honestly, and it's a necessity as well.
It is a
necessity.
Think about it. It really is.
Like for people with autism, I know it's very hard to struggle with that. I mean, I've met multiple people with autism. And the thing is, they're always very smart individuals, stuff like that. You know, there's always a few things that people on the autism spectrum that they're just like that. Like it's very like there's like can snap off so many quick things to you. Like, I mean, like you see TikToks. Have you seen TikToks of like kids being able to know every single of their favorite baseball team's score on the exact
They're able to know things I could never do it.
Exactly.
They'll know the score, what day it was played
what pitchers won, like that type of thing.
They'll just sit there and be like, how do you know that?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's absolutely incredible. And
exactly.
I mean, I think this is really is a great thing. I'm very happy that we're able to get that here in Greenville.
Exactly, me too.
All right, y'all. Thank you, guys. We'll be right back after these few messages.